Yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to another one. This is going to be an action-packed video, so stay tuned and let's get right into it.
This right here is probably one of the most disturbing videos I have ever seen, and this right here raises some questions. So this guy decides to cut off the hair around his dog's face because it was blocking his view. And upon doing so, he comes up with this. He literally sees his dog's face looking like a human being, y'all. I mean, we've heard the term that human beings look like their dogs and dogs look like human beings. Like, could dogs really be the god of human beings? Because the fact of the matter is, dog is an anagram for the word God, and literally almost every human being on earth possess a dog. Look at this, y'all.
Matt Caldwell said, I cut the hair around my dog's eyes because it was getting long and blocking his vision. So now, what does it mean when my dog looks at me like this? Matt, welcome to the Lookout series, Matt. You see this dog right here? As soon as you cut his hair, look at his face. He's looking at you that way because his identity has been revealed. Look at you. He looking at you like a grown man in his 40s. Said, why you gotta do this to me? I was just trying to not pay bills, mind my business. Now I gotta go back to working my 9 to 5. Your dog looks like Frank Gallagher. Y'all don't know who Frank Gallagher is? Hold on. Tell me that's not your dog.
Dogs and human, one and the same. For those who don't know what Lugao means, what he said in the video, it literally means demon. And the word demon means of man, the man, of man. You know what I'm saying? So literally telling you that, yeah, maybe humans do come from dogs. Why else would dog be an anagram for the word God? Yeah, think about that, y'all. And I know y'all seen plenty of videos where human beings and their dog looking alike, y'all. Y'all seen that. I don't need to show y'all. But let me know what you guys think about this video, y'all. This video is strictly for entertainment purposes only. I am only raising awareness to...
Yeah, that is crazy how dog, if you spell it backwards, so God. That's crazy, right? Yeah.
Go and see the movie. I think it will be coming on video soon, The Truman Show. The movie The Truman Show, I think it should be on video. This is the ultimate movie of the black man and black woman in America. But see, they threw you off. You thought it was a Jim Carrey movie. And you know, you thought it was just the same old funny stuff. This movie is about a guy that grew up on a TV set, but he thought the TV set was the whole world. But it was only an illusion, and the people knew that he didn't know that it was the real, that it was fake, but they would come there, and that was their job, to make him think that he's staying in this whole world. But one day, that's just like a dead nigga. Think everything. But one day, an incident happened, and it started bringing his consciousness. I think his father died at an early age, when he was at an early age, and then the father bust back on the TV set because the father was mad that they fired him. So he see his father when he's grown and realize his father's not dead. And he start putting one and two together. And basically, over the course of the movie, his consciousness starts to growing, and it has to take the producers. They have to have a much greater effort just to keep this facade up and to keep him dead. But his consciousness is rapidly gaining. You see what I'm saying? Fake wife, fake everything. It's also in a song. Talking Heads did a song, Once in a Lifetime, back in like 1980. And they say, sometime you might ask yourself, is this my wife? Is this my house? You see, which goes with the same thing. Who am I? Am I really who I am, and am I all I ought to be? You know, Maulana Karenga used to say the basic fundamental question, who am I? Am I really who I am? Or am I all I ought to be? Well, this movie, he finds out in the movie that it's more and more, he finds out that it's fake. And one point where he's walking down the street and this light fixture falls, and he picks it up and it has the word serious on it. You see. But anyway, he looks up, and the creator of the show is up in the moon. If you look, he was look up at the moon, and you can look in the moon, and the creator's up in the moon watching. And they almost, to make sure that he did not find out about himself, they almost went to the point they was ready to kill him to make sure that he didn't leave the TV set. But the whole world was watching this thing. You got to see the movie. The movie is awesome. The Truman Show. Go and see the movie. I think it will be coming on video soon. The Truman Show.
Let me tell you something about the DNA and why you're so special. Most aren't aware that when the Anunnaki came down to create their primitive worker race to mine for gold, one of the reasons that Enki and Enlil actually fell out is because we were created more powerful than we were actually supposed to be. Enki added more to the genetic mixture than he was supposed to. This is why our telomeres are capped. The ancient text indicates that these beings actually feared our development and feared that we would actually become more superior than them. It's actually 98% out of our DNA that we don't have access to. This is why they fear us fully activating. Once we reach a certain level in our ascension process, we have the ability of actually rewiring ourselves genetically and actually tapping into that dormant DNA. This is taking place due to a terraforming process from cosmic radiation. There's ionizing particles that are depleting our magnetosphere. Continue to stay on the lookout for solar flares and cosmic activity. We are being activated cosmically. The celestial bodies as well as the luminaries have a direct effect on our 114 chakras. We're going to see more and more people becoming enlightened. This age of awakening is inevitable and was predicted by the ancients. Pressure you feel at the base of your spine is the Kundalini serpent uncoiling. You have access to anywhere in the universe simply by going inward. Let me tell you something about the DNA and why you're so special.
Some of y'all gotta start being selfish. You have to start being selfish. This will come when you start taking care of yourself. You can't give nobody all the food off your plate and then leave you starving. How you gonna feed anybody if you can barely feed your damn self? What you're doing is digging yourself in a deeper hole and temporary helping people. Why do you want to temporary help people anyway if you can't really help yourself and you helping other people, you temporary helping people? Because they're going to keep coming back to you. And then when you say no, now y'all friendships is fucked up. Or now it ain't the same no more. As soon as you say no, it ain't the same no more.
Yup.
You have to learn that you got to start putting yourself first before everyone on this earth.
Indeed. He right.
Even if you're a parent, you got to put your self-love. You have to love yourself so your kids can grow and you can influence your kids and impact them deeply. Some of y'all got to start.
That's real, because at the end of the day, life is going to keep going on without you. You know? Whether you hear or not.
Are you guys still living in an HOA? Well, you're not going to believe this, y'all. Some places in Florida are rising their HOA fees up to $350 per month, y'all. Per month. Check this out.
Welcome back. An HOA meeting in South Miami-Dade left residents furious this week after they were told their fees would significantly increase.
They say the rate hike comes on the heels of numerous other issues in the community. Now neighbors at Mandarin Lakes are banding together and trying to recall their HOA board members. CBS News Miami's Anna McAllister joins us with details.
A homeowners association meeting at the Mandarin Lakes neighborhood in Naranja Lakes goes off the rails. The Tuesday night meeting was cut short after residents say the cops were called by the HOA.
It's ridiculous. Nobody got violent. We're simply talking.
Various community members say the meeting escalated when the HOA board told residents their monthly fee would increase to $350 a month.
The issue is that the HOA fee is going up for the second time in 1 year, and we were given short notice about the increase, and a lot of things on the new budget don't make sense.
Resident Zoe Sosa says one of the things that doesn't make sense is how residents are still paying auto insurance for the security cars that canvass the community when security is now riding around in golf carts.
And we haven't seen any refund from the previous budget showing what happened with the cars, what happened with the maintenance of the cars, and what's going on.
In addition to the price hike and security, residents say there's broken amenities, cars getting constantly towed, and violent crimes happening in the neighborhood. But these residents tell us when they bring these problems up to the HOA, it falls on deaf ears.
They discredit me. They tell me, basically go away. This is how it is. If you don't like it, move out.
We asked the residents how they feel about their HOA board.
Outraged, saddened, and threatened.
It's not a good feeling at all. My message is simply get it together.
Please, help us help you. This is a community. We reached out to Mandarin Lakes about the residents' concerns, and we were provided this statement explaining that the neighborhood had no choice but to amend its budget after receiving the 2023 budget from the Community Association.
This is a letter to the Homeowners Association requesting a special meeting so we can replace the board members.
Now residents say they're taking matters into their own hands in hopes of making changes at Mandarin Lake.
With the cost of living being as high as it is now, y'all, this is absurd. You know what I'm saying? People aren't even having children because they can't afford it. And then to have the nerve to raise the HOA fees to $350 per month? Isn't that supposed to be like a yearly thing? But this is crazy, y'all. This is probably why people are moving out of Florida now. This is probably one of the main reasons why people move out of Florida, as well as the heat, because that heat is not playing. Let me know what you guys think about this video, y'all. Like, comment, and share for more videos like this. Thank you for tuning to my frequency.
Somebody in the comments said mine's was 700. That's insane. 700 is ridiculous.
Did you guys hear about this new zombie drug that's already running rampant in 9 states? They said this drug is 100 times more powerful than fentanyl, than these other types of zombie drugs that are running around right now, y'all.
Reports of a new so-called zombie drug. Police and medical officials in at least 9 states now sounding the alarm. NewsNation anchor Natasha Zuves is in the newsroom with more. So Natasha, what do we know about this new drug?
Hi there, Nicole. It is concerning. We are tracking this new drug triggering overdoses, and you may remember the previous so-called zombie drug called xylazine or trank. Well, now officials sounding the alarm, as you say, about this new zombie drug that is 100 times more potent than xylazine. So this new drug is based on the animal sedative medetomidine. Worsening scenes like this one in Philadelphia, the Kensington neighborhood, already overrun with trank. And this medication is designed for animals, most typically. It is now cut, though, with drugs like fentanyl because it makes it more sedating. Users may perceive the hit as more powerful, but with high doses, the heart can slow and fail, causing sudden cardiac arrest. So I do want to show you this map tracking the spread of this. The Center for Forensic Science Research and Education releasing their findings. It is moving its way across the country. First reported in Maryland towards the end of 2022, and now it is in at least 9 states so far impacted by this new zombie drug. The latest centers are in Pittsburgh and Chicago, both seeing large-scale outbreaks of overdoses from this. This new zombie drug, Nicole, does not respond to naloxone, only worsening the current fentanyl epidemic, which the DEA says is the most dangerous and deadly drug crisis we have ever faced as a nation. Nicole.
So did she basically state that you can't treat this? Like, you cannot treat this with anything? Talk about a zombie apocalypse, y'all. Could this be the zombie apocalypse that we've all been talking about, that they've been showing us in movies and television shows? It sure sounds like it. If you cannot take anything to reverse the effects, then yeah, this is literally the zombie apocalypse on the rise. And in 9 states, y'all, already 9 states. So y'all be careful out there, man. Stay off the streets. Let me know what you guys think about this video. This video is strictly for entertainment purposes only. I am only raising awareness to interesting situations during these interesting times. Like, comment, and share for more videos like this. Thank you for tuning to my frequency. Let's get this shift.
Do this hand exercise to activate the left side of your brain. Now, the left side of your brain has to do with speech, analytics, and logic. And when you do this hand exercise, this will balance your left side of your brain with your right side of your brain. So here's the hand exercise. One hand is going to be a fist, and one hand is going to be open. And you're going to do this. So you do that exercise for 30 to 60 seconds. And you can incorporate it with your regular exercise whenever you do your exercise, in the morning or in the evening. Peace, get woke, and keep rising.
Keep rising.
Do this hand.
Oh, Lord.
Associate lungs as breathing, but you don't breathe through your lungs. You only breathe when the oxygen's in the blood. You breathe through your blood, not through your lungs. So that's part of our miseducation, because we actually think we hear with our ears. You hear with your brain. The sound is picked up and put in the blood, and the blood takes it to the brain, and the brain hears. You hear with your brain, you see with your brain, you touch with your brain, you taste with your brain. So we got it. That's part of our miseducation I was telling you about. So the main thing is that the brain is a part of this, because you breathe through your brain. The biggest organ that takes the most oxygen is your brain. So when you're starving for oxygen, your brain's starving for oxygen. When the brain says, I'm starving, I need more nutrients, so I say I better step up the estrogen, because estrogen holds moisture and nutrients. So it's going to throw your hormone level off. You see, so I know I got to balance your hormone level, because that's been thrown off. It's just basic kind of science. Anything that's different has a different pH, as they call it. P is potential, H is hydrogen. What is hydrogen's potential? To be acid or alkaline. So anything that's different has a different pH, has a different vitamin and mineral, protein, and hormone ratio. So I had to balance that ratio, because you're suffering with the wrong ratio, because the body says, I'm in a crisis. Associate lungs as breathing, but you don't breathe through your lungs.
He might just be on to something. Not gonna lie.
Check this out, guys, and I want you to watch this video all the way through. So this guy straps a drone to a balloon to prove that there is sound in space. The camera is making a beeping noise, y'all. And when the drone makes it to the top of the firmament, y'all, we see a whole bunch of this, y'all. And people are saying this is the cracks from them attempting to leave the dome, y'all. Check this out.
Let me check this out.
Bye bye, Stefan. Alright, we're getting ready to go. There you go.
Remember, the noise is just there to prove that there is sound in space after scientists told us there's no sound. Now watch this. Hold on. Y'all hear that? You can still hear the beat.
Oh yeah, you can. I hear it. This sound faded. Sound faded.
You can still hear it.
Y'all see that? Look, y'all saw that? Do you guys see that? They are saying that's the cracks. Remember what Hillary Clinton said?
Although we weren't able to shatter that highest, hardest glass ceiling this time, thanks to you, it's got about 18 million cracks in it.
All the taxpayers' money. All the taxpayers' money.
And the light is shining through like never before, filling us all with the hope and the sure knowledge that the path will be a little easier next time.
Could she be hinting at the fact that all they do is take our tax dollars in an attempt to try to get out of here and leave us here? Now back to this, y'all. Did you guys see this? Did you guys see this in the video? It literally looks like a whole bunch of cracks in it, y'all. What do you guys think? This is crazy. But let me know what you guys think about this video, y'all. This video is strictly for entertainment.
So do you trust this government?
Of course not.
You come on, you let me know, brother. I know you don't.
I'm amazed at how people, and I'm not saying people I don't know, I'm amazed at how my people, my brothers and sisters, my brother would allow the government's medicine inside it. I'm like, are you serious? Did you let that happen? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, it lets you know, man, some people have to be led.
True.
And the people that are leading them straight off the cliff, yo.
That's a fact. That's a fact. So, have you ever voted before?
Nah, I don't vote. I'm not part of none of that.
Right?
And people say, what do you mean that? That means you part of that. So I'm very patient with people when I see somebody lost. I mean, stuff you talk about, you was talking about it before. I even heard a lot of people talking about it. The stuff that's happening in the world right now, you really don't have time, if you're intelligent, to be racist anymore because they mutilating your kids.
Come on.
They doing stuff. I'm talking about the real human haters.
Oh, yeah.
I'm saying, like, after a while, stuff that's going on with, I think I heard you say something about they got some robot birds or something like that.
Yes. DARPA.
Yo, it's bad, man. I'm talking about we're in a bad place in this world. The people who are aware know.
So do you trust this government?
He's speaking facts, man. We're definitely in a bad place in this world. And then, you really don't, like, if you are racist, you don't have time for that, really, man. We all in this together. Like, I don't understand, like, where that even came from. The race, that's just stupid. For real.
The world seems upside down.
where people are living in the streets hoping that they will survive the winter in the richest country in the world, and where people working full-time for huge profitable corporations still have to get food stamps. And we have billionaires who, while competing for who can get their little rockets a tiny ways into space, or who has the biggest mega yacht, don't think they should pay taxes. While we rain down on children and call it collateral damage or self-defense, it's enough for you to give up on the world. The world seems upside down, where people are living.
If you're a U.S. citizen and you feel like something is not right, but you can't put your finger on it, I'm telling you, I figured it out, and I'm gonna try to explain it to you because I don't want to get my account banned, but at this point, I don't care. Before I keep going, like, tell me if you would watch this sci-fi movie. Like, this is my pitch at a new sci-fi movie that would literally be so entertaining. Like, I would love this movie if it were real. It's not real. And I debated sharing this for a while. I have fasted for 4 days, literally haven't eaten or drinking anything, just to understand the connection and the side that I need to understand. I had to stop eating poison, the poison of the US. I had to stop eating it to understand what the fuck is going on, and I'm gonna share with you. You have never heard me tell you to like, download, and share something, but this video, please, 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 with the elections coming up, I need you guys to do that. Let me start off by saying this might seem very cryptic. I will make this a podcast because I feel like it's a pirate radio, but please hang in there with me. Right now, you see someone on trial for lying about the 6-foot rule as it relates to the C word. They asked him, is it true? He said no, he made the shit up. There's no science behind it. Have you ever seen the movies where the mad scientist goes rogue? Usually they're working alone. I need you to unthink about how you understand that we operate as a fucking society, because it's wrong. So, the scientists of the world are in separate niches, separate people. They do not share data. They do not work together. That's why we can't fucking progress. There is no Democrat, Republic, or Liberal Party. They are all one fucking operation working together. With that being said, that man on trial is being put on trial by the government, i.e. the people who run the country right now for some fucking reason. The Trumps and the Bidens and the government and the Senate are putting that mad scientist on trial. Why? Because he made too much fucking money, and they're trying to figure out how he capped on what the fuck was going on in 2020. They listened to him when it came to mandating the and that is why you see our country sending billions to another country I'm not gonna name. Stay with me. We learned about the C word in December of 2022 when it came like by storm. Everybody was sick over Christmas. After that, shit was done. We were in the house, people were losing jobs, people were dying. But what if I told you that before that shit happened in the US, the country that we're sending money to already went through it in February of 2020 and had a vaccine by February 2020 and pumped that shit out to the point that 56% of their population said they weren't going to take it, and by the end of March of 2020, 49% of the country we were sending to had taken, and by the time we learned of it, 109,000 people were dead and 5 million were infected. And those numbers are from 2022.
That was a crazy time right there, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna skip this though, y'all.
Thoughts on schizophrenia relating to demons and the spiritual realm. This is what I'm gonna say. You're a collective. Your body is a collective consciousness. If you perish, they can give your heart to someone else, and it's because your heart has its own consciousness. Your organs have their own consciousness. That's why you can think with different parts of your consciousness. When men think with there's an element to parts of your body that have consciousness, and you need to harness the collective. That's why if you can't control your hunger, that means your gut microbiome consciousness is out of alignment with you. If your urges are controlling you, your consciousnesses are not aligned. Thoughts on schizophrenia relating to demons and the
He making sense right there. I'm not gonna lie. That's crazy. It's like it's his own entity, like, you know? It's like our organs is his own entity, just working together to keep us alive. That's crazy, man. It's so cool. It is.
You know the story of rubber, right?
What?
How they made it?
From trees, no?
Yeah, but there's like a specific story. Apparently, they got this material from a tree that was like what would be the rubber tree, right? I think at first it's just like a sap or something. But it was only until bro put it in the oven by mistake. I think he put something else in the oven and something was sticking to it. And when he took it out, he was playing with it and that was bouncy.
Oh shit.
Holy, yo, we can use this for something.
Yeah.
And then they ended up using it for boots at first. And then they started using it for tires. And then they realized, oh, this actually works.
Yeah.
You know, Velcro started with like a dog getting attacked by birds.
What?
Yeah, you never heard that?
No.
So the origin of Velcro, this guy was playing with his dog, playing fetch. He threw a stick like too far and it went into a bush with birds. Those things that stick to you. Bro looked at his dog and like, damn, bro's in pain. But wait, this is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
He like pulled it off of him like, this could be used for something.
Damn.
And he created Velcro we know today. You know the story of rubber, right?
What?
How they made it?
From trees, no?
Yeah.
Y'all, the ancestors are waking up and they are angry. Did you guys hear about the earthquake that happened in Lake Lanier? I mean, the Bible told us these things were going to be happening like a thief in the night, and literally this happened at nighttime. We are in a paradigm shift, and this is the age of Aquarius where truth is coming to the light, y'all. Check this out.
Y'all, Lake Lanier has earthquakes. Shit is getting real. Our ancestors are ready to rise. And if you don't know what the fuck Lake Lanier is, I suggest you look at my playlist. Baby, it's not to be played with. I mean, we know better, but they don't. And it's not all of y'all, but it's most of y'all. 2 earthquakes were recorded overnight beneath North Georgia's massive Lake Lanier, and dozens of people report they felt shaking in the dark. Yup, they coming up. The earthquakes registered at 2.3 at 11:15 p.m. and 1.7 2 hours late. I guess they were marching. I don't know where y'all going, ancestors, but can I come too? Both were centered 4 miles north of Beaufort, Georgia, which is close to northeast Atlanta. Now, some people said they even felt it in Cumming, Georgia as well. Now, the last time Lake Lanier had an earthquake was in 2020. It was like a 2.2 magnitude, and more than 70 people felt that bad boy. All I know is y'all pissed our ancestors off when y'all built that little water slide. Lake Lanier has claimed, 2 people already? And the summer has just started. Now, if they start rising and houses start coming up out the water, y'all better get your asses on. Baby, they're not playing with y'all.
Again, y'all, we are in a paradigm shift where the spirit world is merging with the physical world. Y'all see what's happening to the planet. All kinds of things are happening and people are just blaming the government when the government has no such power. The spirit world is merging with the physical world, and the Bible told you that those who have died, they're gonna rise back up again, y'all. So I believe this is literally the beginning of it. And we haven't seen nothing yet, y'all. Let me know what you guys think about this video. This video is strictly for
This is why churches are some of the most magical places in the world.
A lot of these witches and priestesses and voodoo queens, they in the mothers of the church. What people don't understand, but they're just in that realm. They have a container to be safe. Those are voodoo practices. You know what I'm saying? People don't understand that. But all that to say,
You're saying like when you in church, it's voodoo.
The people that sit up front, that have a lot of influence in the church, those are priestesses. Usually they have their own spiritual practices, but they show up in the church, and there's nothing wrong. It's because they're channeling messages for that crowd, causing people to shout, laying hands on people, they shaking. That's magic.
Oh, right, you is.
That's magic. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing. What I don't like is don't make it seem like you're the only one that should have access to it. Why can't I have my personal relationship? Now granted, some people probably shouldn't. As you can see in this world, there's a lot of high dark magic going on, a lot of illusion magic through the media, but they demonize the people that want to learn, because if everybody had access to this magic, oh my gosh, what would happen to the world? The powers that be that run 80% of this world right now. And now everybody got access to the magic? Well, shit, there's some rebalancing gonna take place.
Yeah.
And that's why they continue to want to silence chosen ones and make and demonize the things that we do.
This is for everyone who's wondering why they're not having a successful astral projection experience or potential lucid dream or OBE. First and foremost, you have to sync the left hemisphere and right hemisphere of the brain. Left hemisphere of the brain is divine masculine, and the right hemisphere of the brain is divine feminine. Some also refer to it as anodes and cathodes. The anodes would pertain to the divine feminine, and the cathodes will pertain to the divine masculine. And this has nothing to do with gender, but scientific function. We are electrical beings. The right and left hemisphere of the brain must work as a cohesive unit in order to successfully accomplish an astral projection experience. This means you must fuse the left and right hemisphere of the brain. You must fuse divine masculine and divine feminine. This is the personification of the Star of David. If you analyze this image, you would notice there's 2 triangles. One triangle is facing up and one triangle is facing down. This is basically the joining of divine masculine and feminine. Humanoid avatar has a total of 114 chakras. There are 7 main energy cortexes or chakras, but there are a total of 114. Above your crown chakra sits what's called the soul star chakra. It could be looked at as the Star of David or the joining of divine masculine and feminine. Blue lotus and mugwort leaf does create activity in the prefrontal cortex, making it easier to link the left and right hemisphere of the brain. For high-quality herbs like blue lotus or mugwort leaf or lion's mane mushroom to decalcify the pineal gland, click the link in my bio and visit Holistic Remedies, your extension to ascension.
I'm definitely gonna get some of them herbs.
A very key.
This is crazy.
So now we have watermelons getting their skin peeled like stickers in the stores.
Like what?
And you know, there's so many things that's going on with our food, but especially the watermelon. And then we got, you know, these new seedless watermelons that just popped up a couple years ago.
Wait. I'm sorry, y'all. My bad. The man said, I just want to eat air at this point. That's what I'm saying. Like, come on, man. Really? What are y'all doing to our food? Y'all gotta go.
If you don't have seeds, how did it grow?
Right.
What are we eating? Then we have people coming out and talking about the flesh of the watermelon. This just leaves so many questions like, did y'all actually put a coat over the watermelon? Why is this my first time seeing a watermelon getting peeled like a 5th grader hand playing inside of glue? And no cap, over the past 3 years, I done seen more stuff about watermelon than I have any other food that's inside the stores. Which make you have to ask the question, what's going on with our food?
Right.
Why is there watermelon shedding like snake skin?
Exactly.
Before y'all put that food in y'all mouth, make sure y'all watching and observing y'all food. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts on what y'all think about this video in the comments though. Like and follow for more wisdom and stay tuned.
That is crazy, yo. I don't blame him. We might as well eat air at this point, right? Damn, you can't even have a good watermelon. Right? Come on. That's crazy.
So you guys know how we've been going through a heat wave as of lately, right? So they have found a new method to geoengineer the ice in the Arctic in order to add more ice in order to stop the process of this called heat dome. Check this out. Does that prove that they have the technology to make it cold, like to make it snow as well? Because as of lately, people have been saying that this snow is not normal. The ice is not normal, that they've never seen this type of snow or ice before. Like, what do you guys think? I mean, they just told you they're literally geoengineering the Arctic in order to make more ice.
That's exactly what they're doing. Geoengineering, all type of stuff.
The genius who invented this method of building houses is truly remarkable. Imagine constructing a house without a single brick and with minimal work, all completed in just a few hours. This revolutionary technology is called 3D printed houses and has transformed the traditional way of building homes. In this innovative process, you simply upload the house plans into a computer. Then, the printing head extrudes a specially formulated mortar, neatly laying it line by line. This method covers the structure from end to end, layering upon layer to rapidly build the entire building. In just one day, it's possible to produce up to 10 structures, each with approximately 200 square meters. This technique significantly reduces labor and material costs. Despite the speedy construction, the quality of these houses is not compromised. They offer excellent insulation, noise reduction, and most importantly, they are more resistant and durable than traditional structures. These houses can even withstand an earthquake of magnitude 9.0. Currently, the cost of building such a house ranges between $500 and $700 per square meter. Would you opt for a 3D printed house like this? The genius who invented this method of building houses is
3D printed house.
You think you can hide? Where are you? Come out, wherever you are. He's not gonna like that. He's not gonna be happy. Uzi has a game to play. How many times can you say his name? Uzi, 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 6.
Cover it.
Is this made in heaven? This guy tries to spin this
boy Uzi is
plate
definitely,
and if you
y'all know.
trying to spin it, it then finally started spinning properly. But it's not like how you've seen before. It picked up speed really, really fast and then it just started making this very unique sound. Anyone know what this plate this guy spun is? Let me know your thoughts below.
It ain't nothing in the world that can compare to when you identify with your gift that you've been blessed with. You're able to share that gift and that joy. That's all I want y'all to do, experience the joy. Blessings don't stop, so we ain't never gonna stop.
Man, congratulations on your little weight loss journey and shit. Yeah, I said little cause I'm throwing shade, motherfucker. How the fuck you go from being this big brolic motherfucker to this skinny motherfucker in a few weeks, dog? That shit don't make no motherfucking sense.
In a few weeks, that's insane. Some ain't right about that, y'all.
Not even a little bit. Look at the neck of that motherfucker and the neck of that motherfucker. Completely different. You look like you went from eating McDonald's every motherfucking day to eating Brussels sprouts every hour on the motherfucking hour. I don't understand this shit, dog. That Ozempic shit got you motherfuckers. I'm telling you, y'all gonna keep taking that shit. Y'all gonna be dropping like flies out this motherfucker. I mean, this motherfucker don't even look human no more, dog. This motherfucker look like a wax figure they got at the little museums and shit. You know what I'm talking about. They got the wax dog. Don't that motherfucker look like that? That motherfucker look like a wax doll. I don't give a fuck what you say. Motherfucker don't look real in this picture either. You look like Randy Jackson when I made that video on him wanting to be a motherfucking real boy. Whatever y'all doing, it making all you motherfuckers look fake. And I don't know if it's what you're doing with your skin routine, the Ozempic shit, all this fake teeth shit. All you motherfuckers look synthetic as a motherfucker, dog. Now let's get into this other shit. Man, what's up with motherfucker saying you a zest monster, dog? Motherfucker said you a big zest monster. And when I look at that shit you wearing in this motherfucking picture right here, dog, this shit kinda makes sense. I mean, you do or was wearing a lot of suspect ass clothes, dog, and some more suspect shit. I ain't never seen you with a woman, especially in the motherfucking 90s when all that fire ass R&B was coming out. They saying you a zest monster out this motherfucker. And then I thought about it. There's a bunch of celebrity males who said you always want to hug a motherfucker, squeezing them tight as fuck in a hug. And then I did a flash. I said, oh shit. Busta Rhymes one of them where my hug at motherfuckers. He one of them where my hug at motherfuckers. But to men, ain't that some shit? And y'all dudes are scared as fuck of Buster cause he was big and brolic, but now he lost all that motherfucking weight. I wonder if he gonna be able to let me get a hug to you motherfuckers still now, dog. And y'all was letting him rock that zesty ass top that he got on this picture. That shit's crazy. A lot of shit we wasn't paying attention to, but we was young. So you motherfuckers that was grown when all this shit was coming out, you motherfuckers wasn't saying a motherfucking thing, dog. But that shit's crazy.
Start writing down y'all dreams. Dreams be telling y'all things that y'all can't really see while y'all awake, because your subconscious mind records everything. That's why some people be having premonitions and visions in their dreams, and those dreams end up playing out in real life.
True.
So when you start writing down your
So
dreams, you can know when these premonitions and visions is going to happen and how they're going to happen. But if your dreams are not strong enough for you to remember it, I got something for you. Start falling asleep off this spiritual meditative playlist. It has so many solfeggio frequencies that you can fall asleep on and just be in a zen state. You will be able to lucid dream. Click the link in the bio if you want this playlist. Peace.
I don't know if this is real too, because there's like this energy drink phenomenon. Somebody found like a rat inside their energy drink. Like a monster? Yeah. Or what? No, so I think it was like this company called Alani. They're still trying to figure out if the rat was placed or but the girl posted on TikTok, the can was sealed. So she cuts it open and there's nothing but that rat in it.
Just wait.
I don't want to see that.
Wealthy Rising. I
Is
was
yoga
recently
demonic?
informed that doing yoga opens up portals and it is considered as demonic. The individual that informed me of this said that her prophet informed her of that. So I'm just a bit perplexed, and I would like some clarity. I asked her for clarity, but I never got a response, so I'm bringing it to TikTok. How does breathing, stretching, and shaking opens up portals? So if I stretch my arm to the right, what portal am I opening? When I do the child's pose with both of my legs in the air towards my head, which portal is that? Now, when I open up these portals, what exactly are coming through the portals? Because you do know, like right now, there's portals open up in the skies, and there's things in the skies that you're unable to see. So portals are open regardless of you breathing, stretching, and shaking, right? But I just would like to know what form of yoga is opening these portals. I just have a few questions. So if anyone chooses to answer in my comments, that'll be greatly appreciated.
I don't know about that. I don't know if yoga is demonic. How could it? I'm just stretching.
What fentanyl feels like. This is for educational purposes only. As a recovering addict, I can tell you. First time I used fentanyl, I couldn't keep my eyes open. I wanted to nod out, although I didn't even know when I was nodding out. No emotions. You turn into an emotionless zombie. That's why people that go through things like trauma and mental illnesses, they will use this drug, because it takes your emotions away with no worries. This is not a good thing. Your face will start itching. You'll start rubbing your face all the time, trying to scratch off your face. You will become content with just sitting in your room all day and staring at the ceiling, not doing anything. You become happy not doing anything at all. This is why you see so many homeless people play with being homeless, because it takes all their emotions away. However, once the high wears off, the reality comes back and smacks you dead in the face. If you don't want to ruin your life, do not ever try fentanyl. It's as simple as that. Plus, the overdose rate is astronomical compared to any other drug there is. What fentanyl feels like.
An extreme and deadly heat dome is heading towards America right now, which is forcing thousands of people to evacuate their homes. And it already caused huge wildfires in California. But wasn't it just terrible weather and tornadoes last week? Especially in Texas. And now we gotta deal with this extreme heat? Nah, bruh, something ain't right. Temperatures are supposed to be over 110 degrees. These are all the places that's gonna be affected the most. And feel free to take a screenshot. This is gonna stretch from Florida all the way to Vegas. And it's supposed to be here in 5 days. So here's some ways you can start preparing for it. For number one, get you a fan before they sell out. If it's 120 degrees outside, you might need an extra breeze. For number two, stock up on water. Go ahead and get this now so you don't gotta worry about it when it's burning outside. And for number three, stay in the crib. This heat dome already killed almost 50 people from dehydration and heat stroke, so it's nothing to play with. Be sure to share this video and hit follow so you don't miss any more updates. Love y'all. An extreme and deadly heat dome is heading towards America right now, which is forcing thousands of people to evacuate.
Let me explain what tensor rings are. You take a piece of metal, and usually they use the Egyptian cubit length, perhaps. It's not a random length, it's a specific length that has energetic properties. And you have two copper wires, and you twist them at a 45-degree angle. So you attach that to the wall, and you attach this to a drill, turn the drill on slowly, and then it twists the two wires together at a 45-degree angle. And then you bend it into a circle, and you braze it shut, you weld it shut. People wear tensor rings on their wrist, single tensor rings. The fancy ones are they take 2 or 3 rings, lock them into each other, and then you can create different shapes by twisting them around, and you just set them on the table and they give off good energy. It's another form of creating energy, like orgone generators. Let me explain what tensor rings are. You take a
What is that?
This looks just like a photon, and guess what? It has 30 poles. This is the negative space, but you'll notice it has 8 contractive poles, but it only has 6 magnetic poles, 6 vortices, so it has a greater electrical potential than a repulsion. So maybe this is the strong nuclear force. So I was like, what happens when 6 bubbles meet? Now you see that it has these huge bubbles, fast moving, but there's 6 strong spheres that's going around this, but the greater attractor has grabbed the two weaker attractors. This looks like what happens in nature. So I was like, okay, so they gave me the patents to this, but you'll see that there's 6 unaccounted electrical poles to it. So I was like, what happens with 12 bubbles meeting? Another stable structure that we basically see in nature, but there's 4 unaccounted electrical poles to it. See 1 at the bottom and 3 on those sides. This is the basis of crystallization, laws of crystallization. I was like, what happens when 24 bubbles meet? This is a negative space with 24 bubbles meet. This is where you cannot distinguish this from the background because all of the electrical potential has been accounted for. This would be the Bose-Einstein condensate, where something becomes indistinguishable from the fabric of space itself, the final state of matter. And this
one thing you did when you were in your 20s that you regret? That would change your life today.
I regret being a hoe. When I was in my 20s, I was a hoe.
What do you mean by that?
I was a hoe. I was doing a lot of women that I shouldn't have been doing, and I had a family that I could deal with.
At least you're being
so
honest.
I was just out there doing,
honest.
Anybody. Not like that, but I was just picking and choosing what I wanted and who I wanted. Because I had a little reputation here in Springfield, and that got me a lot of things, and especially a lot of women. And I regret using them and, regret using who I was.
Wow, so you would have not, smashed the women?
I wouldn't have smashed them like I did, no.
What would you would have did?
What would I would have done? Stay with my one son's mother and been married and been happy today. That's probably a regret that I've gotten over, but I would still be with her because I still have some great feelings for her in my heart, but I know how to navigate through that. But I wouldn't have been the hoe that I was back then.
So what made you be a hoe?
It was ingrained in me. My uncle was a hoe. My grandfather was a hoe. My brothers was hoes. My cousins was hoes. I'm sorry, it might not sound right. My mama was a hoe. I'm telling the truth.
No, not the mom. Not the mom.
Said 6 kids by 5 different men. Don't that qualify?
One thing you did when you were in your 20s that you regret?
That's great.
I'm the protein pancake connoisseur, and I've never tried any better than these few ingredient protein pancakes with no added sugars or flours. In a blender, oats, cottage cheese, sweet potato, and 1 egg. Blend it up, coat your pan, and allow them to cook for a few minutes on each side. Add your toppings of choice and enjoy. These are packed with nutrients and protein and will keep you full for long. You won't be going back to the box mix after you try these. I'm the protein pancake.
Shit's getting weird. Pardon me.
And Poppy is facing a class action lawsuit filed by a customer who says its products don't improve gut health as much as their marketing suggests. The plaintiff's lawsuit cited research claiming the sodas don't contain enough prebiotic fiber to offset the product's sugar content. She is seeking monetary relief for herself and other customers. Poppy called the suit baseless.
I don't drink poppies, mainly because I don't get it. If you want to take care of your gut, I feel like poppy's not the way to go. It's other healthier options, like fruits and vegetables and shit. But I get it. False advertisement is false advertisement. You can sue anybody for anything in this country. But if I was the CEO of Poppy, I would probably be like, can we see what you're putting in your gut? We need to see. Because she could be like, this poppy's really good. Welcome to Taco Bell. What can I get for you? Oh, yes. Can I get 17 Crunchwrap Supremes? That drink not going to save you. All you asking for is a poppy poop party. Shit's getting weird.
I started realizing when I would do my meditation walks and I would go for these big walks, the voice turned into my own voice. And I realized that God was actually me talking to myself from a higher dimension.
Talk to him.
And so when I heard the voice,
talk to
I began to say, wow, it's really me, because we know that we are receiving a signal. There's only one consciousness. And all of us are receiving that same one consciousness, but on a slightly different frequency. I'm 99.1, he's 99.2, you're 99.3, so forth and so on. But the radio station is sending out the signal from a higher location. And my avatar body has been designed to encapsulate 99.1. And so I'm getting the information and it morphs, and now it's my own voice, and it doesn't mean I have a God complex. It means I understand that I am a version, a fractal of God walking in the flesh. That's what it means.
Come on.
I started realizing when I would do
Word,
my meditation
Word.
walks and I would go for these.
Can't fool yourself, man. You know, the truth is eventually it's gonna come out.
Your body is not made up of 70% water. They lied to you again. Your body is actually made up of 99% structured water molecules called H3O2. It is not regular water, it's H3O2. This is more of a gel than it is water. It's not H2O. And the only food we can consume that has H3O2 is fruit. Fruit is over 80% water, so it's basically flavored water. This is exactly why fruit is the most hydrating thing you can consume. And breast milk is the only thing that has everything fruit water has. Sperm, your brain, your heart, and all of your organs are over 70% H3O2. You get disease by having damaged cells. Damaged cells are nothing but cells that lack oxygen and lack hydration. This is why if you go to the hospital from dehydration, they'll give you dextrose, synthetic sugar water mixed with salt. Your body is not made up of 70% water.
The future is a concept. It doesn't exist. As the proverb says, tomorrow never comes. There is no such thing as tomorrow. There never will be. Because time is always now.
Damn, that's true.
The future...
That is so true.
The whole purpose of a text is to get a response within minutes. If I wanted to wait, I would have sent you a letter through a flipping pigeon. The whole purpose of a text is to get a response.
I feel like she right. Yeah, that's right.
And honestly, what even is the point of me learning all this cool intergalactic sacred knowledge if nobody around me understands a word that is coming out of my mouth? I mean, nobody asked you to run around like Professor X, like you got all the answers and teach everybody anything. You're supposed to be learning these things for yourself. This is a self-healing journey. So that's your fault if you think it's everybody's supposed to get it. They would have got it. You shut up! You shut up! I thought it was my journey to be the savior of humanity, and you're telling me it's just stuff for me to know? No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you woke up a little early, and you can't expect everybody. Some people will not wake up in this lifetime, and so you need to be focusing on the people who do want the knowledge. You can't just force feed knowledge to people. No. I'm a force feed their ass because they need it, or they can't hang with me. They need to learn this shit now because I ain't got time to. Oh, you're right. Okay. And honestly, what even is the point?
That is true though. Dang, he right though. Not everybody gonna wake up in this lifetime, you know. Some people just came here for the third dimension. They want to enjoy it and indulge in McDonald's, Burger King, and stuff like that. So you just gotta let them enjoy their time, you know. Some people ain't come back to eat healthy and stuff like that. So, you know.
Don't you dare pull plants like this out of your yard. There are millions of Americans suffering with pain right now, and you got opium lettuce growing in your backyard for free. It grows over most of the U.S. You pull it out of your yard thinking it's some ugly lettuce, when in truth, you make a nice little herbal extract with this, and you're going to help all your friends and family with whatever pain problems they have. Don't you dare pull plants like this out of your yard. There are millions of Americans.
That's crazy that we even got like plants that can heal us and stuff like that. That's dope, man. For real.
Say crack my fingers 3 times.
Crack my finger, crack my finger, crack my finger.
Okay, now this is the hard part. Say crack my finger backward.
Finger my crack, finger my crack, finger my crack.
Turn around real quick.
I ain't been turn around. Oh man, what the f, man? Why you do that man?
Do what?
I told you I was doing that no more, man. You did it again, man.
Did what again?
Oh, you in.
Say crack my fingers.
He got him again. That's crazy. That's too funny.
What happened? What did you do? What happened?
I'm sorry. That's funny. My bad. That is funny. Somebody in the comments said, am I the only one that thought she was about to fall too? Nah, I was expecting her to fall too. I was like, dang, they both fell. Said this is what being over 40 feels like. Dang. That's why you gotta make sure you're working out when you're young and stuff like that. That's crazy.
No, you didn't. So the military made us get this chip in our wrist. Let me see where it's a scar. It's a little scar right there. My husband doesn't believe me, so I'm gonna play with my hand. No, you don't. Yes, I am. You have to have it in your wrist. So what I can do is connect my debit card to it. You didn't pay? Waiting for your transaction to complete. What the fuck? Yes, you do. He does not believe me. That's why I'm recording. You don't believe me. Give me this. They been had that. You ain't never tell me. Baby, wait, you missing a bag down here. They been had. You don't understand how far technology is coming. So I already signed the paperwork. Nope. Yes, we're gonna get one in our baby's wrist, but they can't get it until they're 3 years old. No, you didn't.
That's crazy. She's so happy to have it. Like, why is she so happy about that? Says, congratulations, you sold your soul, lady. This is crazy. Like, would y'all want to do something like that? Let's be real. A lot of people want to get it right, but I wouldn't. That's nah. Somebody even said that's the mark of the beast. I agree.
Do that little dance with the crazy feet. Boy, you always on that game. I said dance. Do the dance. You must want me to get my belt. Do it right. There it is. Look at my baby. Go, baby. Do that dance when y'all be rubbing on y'all head, baby. Do that one. Boy, I don't care nothing about that game. I said do the doggone dance now. So you don't want to unplug that game.
That is how they be doing it.
Do it how you and your cousins do it. There it is. Look at my baby. Baby, do that military boy that crank that soldier man. Do that dance. Okay, so you still think I'm playing with you? You still think I'm playing? Do it how you did it when your teacher called me and said you was doing it in class. Do it like that. There it is. Look at my baby. Go ahead, baby. Go, baby. Go, that's my baby. Do that little dance with the crazy feet.
That is funny.
Every day, more like every moment, you have the choice to either choose to win or lose. Most of y'all perpetually choose to lose, and it's not like you intend on losing, but you definitely forfeit on winning. Whatever you are, your world is yours, and forfeiting on winning is definitely choosing to lose. So let's not act like you're not choosing to lose. Consider the vibrations raised. Every day you have the choice to choose to win or to choose to lose. Real people recognize that every moment you have the choice to win or choice to lose. What are you gonna do with your day, with your moments today? Don't talk no bullshit like you about to, I'm gonna win, and then 12 o'clock comes and, let me forfeit. Don't even run that game. Consider the vibrations raised. You could choose to win, you could choose to lose. But when you choose to forfeit, don't act like you ain't choose to lose. Consider the vibrations raised. Every
South Park exposes the United States healthcare system. Watch this.
Well, hello there. Looking to get some insurance?
No, my friend's mom already has insurance with your company.
Oh, great. You're here to pay your bill.
No, we're not here to give you money. We're here to file a claim for my friend's medication.
Oh, you want money from us? Right through that door over there.
Hello. We want to file a claim to get my friend's weight loss drugs paid for.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to know his policy number or anything?
Let me just speak with our medical director first. Yeah, okay. Sorry, but we don't pay for medicines for obesity because it's not a disease.
Who was that?
That was the medical director. The medical director decides what claims are valid for us to pay for.
But you didn't say who the patient was or what was wrong with him.
Right. The medical director's job is just to say no.
Look, my friend's mom has been paying you people for years, and his doctor says his weight is a medical concern and obesity is a disease. Oprah Winfrey said so.
Okay, calm down. I didn't realize I was dealing with someone who had so much determination. If you do a little more work, I think we can get your medications paid for. Yeah, you see, the doctors and the pharmaceutical companies and the insurance companies all kind of work together. So all you have to do is navigate the American healthcare system.
South Park exposes the United...
Cats probably really do got 9 lives. This is crazy. Oh wow. We keep going too. That's crazy. Dang. My boy gave up.
Hi, is there a problem?
No, what's going on?
Then why were you staring at me? Hey, is there a problem?
No, there's no problem.
Then why were you just staring at me? Were you staring at me?
Who the f are you guys?
All right here, bro.
Why are there so many ring lights?
I'm a micro-influencer, but you wouldn't know. Ladies, cover up. You know, we shouldn't have to do
Coach,
this, but
in the middle
here
of
we
summer.
are doing it.
Very cool.
Yeah, try us now. The whole thing. Good luck. It's on
You gonna put
tape.
this on YouTube?
Oh my god, is this creep staring at you? I saw you looking at me.
Who the f is this?
You on camera?
Nah, that's probably how it really is, though.
Shit's getting weird. Part infinity.
And this is Alicia from us. Alicia is all
No,
set to
hologram?
marry Alex. That's an AI-generated hologram. Once married, Alicia will become the first woman in the world to have a virtual husband. A Barcelona-based artist, Alicia is known for experimental works, and the wedding is part of her latest project called The Hybrid Couple, which tries to explore the relationship between humans and AI.
When they came out with that movie, Her, I already knew stuff like this was going to happen. It's possible. It's probably been happening long before AI was
Yeah.
like what it is now.
Yeah.
But here's my thoughts. Is it weird? To me, absolutely.
Very
But
weird.
if it makes you genuinely happy to be married to an AI, to a hologram, or whatever the case may be, I'm rooting for your happiness. I want you to be happy.
Sure.
Because there's
Everyone.
human beings out here that are married to other human beings that are unhappy.
Hey,
So
that's
if you're
true.
happy married to the hologram, I wish you all the best. But I do have a question. What do we get you for your wedding gift? Like a portable charger or something? Shit's getting weird.
He didn't have to say that, man. Nah, that is funny. The portable charger is crazy. He really said that. Dang, people really are marrying holograms, yo. This how you know life is getting crazy. Like what? A hologram? Wow, that's sad. That's not. I mean, if that makes that person happy, hey, go ahead. You know, but that's like you're not even having a human connection, bro. That's crazy.
Shit's getting weird. Part infinity.
Here's what I eat for lunch as a high-fat 5-year carnivore, and I eat this way to maintain my 30-pound fat loss, to keep my skin clear, and to have zero brain fog and perfect poops, smooth as butter. My usual stick of cold butter straight out of the fridge, unsalted, personal preference. I've got 7 fried eggs cooked in beef fat, 2 burger patties that I fried up in its own beef fat, 80-20, and here we've got our liquid gold. Jiggly bone broth is so
Jiggly bone broth sounds disgusting. Okay, listen. Have y'all seen this lady? Here's what I want to say about this. I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it actually works. I have no idea. The one thing that I do know, though, is just because you're skinny doesn't mean you're healthy.
True.
Okay? Just because you're skinny doesn't mean you're healthy. Now, this could work. I have no idea. But what I need, because I'm actually kind of curious. Not necessarily to try it out, but I'm curious to be like, I want to see what happens to her. I need to see your blood work. You got to provide us with some sort of like something, bro. You can't just be like, I feel great. That doesn't mean nothing. Okay? I felt great for a while, and the doctor was like, oh, you're pre-diabetic. I was like, what? That's it. You got to come. If you're going to say these claims, you got to come online and like show us your blood work or something. Shit's getting weird.
If you're feeling depleted on a plant-based diet, this is the mistake I made. I started to experience teeth sensitivity and had low-key cavities while eating healthier than I ever had before. I'm getting a lot of people that come to me with those same teeth symptoms and hair loss while they're eating a plant-based diet. These are clear signs of mineral depletion in the body, especially if you're plant-based and tend to be thin, like myself. We start to experience these teeth issues and or hair loss. What I failed to understand was that in the United States, our food is grown in depleted soil, so fruits and vegetables have nowhere near the mineral content they should to sustain a plant-based diet. Regeneratively grown crops have anywhere from 10 to 40% more mineral content than those grown in conventional farming methods. Unless you're finding food that's grown in regenerative soil, your plant-based diet is gonna be depleted. And even if you're buying organic, unfortunately, it's not the same thing. Organic doesn't mean regeneratively grown. It just means grown without pesticides. So you have to be consuming Earth's highest mineral foods. Sea moss is one of them. And we have other ocean vegetables like nori, wakame, Atlantic dulse. Sprinkle this on everything. Regeneratively grown green supplementation like wheatgrass, barley grass, spirulinas. Add these to your smoothies. And sesame seeds. You can have tahini or you can make a sesame seed milk out of them, but make sure you have something high in minerals every single day. If you're feeling depleted...
So everybody has these in their front yard. See those right there? It's the same thing in his lost book of Herbal Remedies. Look at this. Urinary tract controls blood sugar, liver protection.
Damn.
Yo, this book show you how to take those simple herbs that's in your front yard and literally heal yourself. It's a reason why this book keeps selling out on the TikTok shop, but it's back in stock at the link below.
Do people get tired of each other after being together for a long time? When two people spend a lot of time together, they become very familiar with each other. You might argue about small things and feel tired, and start thinking that you don't like each other anymore, and that you're not a good match. Then you meet someone else, and you feel like that person is great for you, even better than your current partner. You have fun conversations that seem to last for hours. You treat each other with kindness, and you seem to forget about your current partner. But in this moment, it is important for you to remember that when you first got together, you also had endless things to talk about. You should know that feelings can become ordinary over time, and it's only with people you don't know well that you have a lot to talk about.
That is so true.
Real feelings show up when you have nothing to talk about, and excitement turns into true love. If you can overcome this phase, then you realize that there's nothing in this world that can break your bond. Do people get tired of each other after being together for a
Can you explain what it means when they say the universe is inside us? You are the universe. They mean that because you're God. Everything that you need is within you. So yeah, you are your own universe. You are the center of your universe. Can you explain what it means when...
Ooh, my boy got hops. MJ,
That shit's impeccable. All right, it's flawless technique. But now you gotta pay rent, because you're gonna walk into that damn house with all of that mud. Look, I was over there clearing those fucking puddles like it ain't shit. Opening up his whole old diaphragm for this shit. Oh, this shit in here opened it up. Motherfucking thinks he's an Olympian. Hell no. You're not even placing. You're not even like that for the puddle. It's not even that fucking big. Choose a bigger puddle than talk to me. But that damn technique, that's gonna get you far in life. That good ass technique, that perfect ass technique, is like step your puddle game up, the weak ass puddle.
That was cold, though. I ain't gonna lie. That dog got hops, bro.
That shit's impeccable. All right?
That was crazy.
It's a beautiful thing that we're
You like
making
MJ.
sense of it, but everything is just one great being. We're all God. That's what Jesus was talking about. That's what Buddha
I've seen this video so many times, but he is talking that real stuff right there.
was talking about. It's recognizing the divinity in you. What I did as a child, I said, I'm going to, instead of waiting for the Messiah to show up, what if everybody picked up their torture stake and behaved and did the things that they had expected the Messiah to do? What if everybody just for one day walked around and behaved as if they were God himself and did the things that they would expect the creator? And we know God can't just be a male, because no man can produce a child without a female. Everything in the universe, as above, so below, like Billy Carson always talks about. You can't, everything has an equal and opposite. It has to mate. Mating is a big part of what we do. The boron mates with nitrogen, and that's how the carbon happens. Everything inside of us, all our cells, they're mating. There's a relationship going on in it. Everything's alive. There is no death, but that the Bible talked about a mechanistic world. God took dirt and blew into it the breath of life, and it came to life. But if you look at the Brownian effect, what is breathing? Going from positive to negative. And they see all these, even the plastic that makes these things up, are still going from, it's still carbon, polarizing from positive to negative. Breathing in, breathing out. It's just under a different state of matter, but there is no death. There's no death. Everything's eternal. And once we get rid of the idea, okay, you're going to die and disappear, then they don't have any grasp over you anymore. And to be free, the truth will set you free. That's why I was like, okay, well, if this truth cost me this lifetime, then wonderful, I've accomplished what I needed to do. Because I think in the previous lifetime, I was supposed to do these things and I didn't. And that's why it's been so hard for me. And that's why I've pushed so hard to get these things out, because
So you felt like that, like from the womb?
From the womb, I had to get this done.
So you felt like you had these things that you didn't get out in a previous lifetime, and now you feel like an unstoppable urge.
I have to at all costs.
So can I go...
It's a beautiful thing that we're making sense of it.
How is it suddenly that you awakened into this world? Where were you before? Before your father and mother conceived you, what is your original nature? After all, if your father hadn't met your mother, would you be here?
No.
Would that be you? Of course it would. Don't you see? You can only be you by being someone. But every someone is you. Every someone is I. That's your name, you say. It's me. I am here. And everybody feels that I, in the same way, awakening or whatever you want to call it, that this now moment in which I'm talking,
that's me,
and you're listening, is eternal.
That is crazy, man. How we like, it's like God is just experiencing life through different perspectives, tall, short, it's just, you just experience it from all different points of view, and be, it's crazy. It's just how it is, though.
Life is really avoiding minefields, because life is full of minefields, right? Boom, setback. Boom, setback. And so can you maneuver around the minefields to stay on course? And if you ever hit a minefield, can you heal and get back and continue your journey? People all day, life goes to the strongest. If you're going through life weak or scared, then you doomed, because this only going to the savvy, the swift, and the person that is most courageous. Yep. Life is...
And this is how you do the ear infection remedy with 1 leaf of oregano. So here are the 2 types of oregano I was telling you about. This is the oregano I like to cook with. And then this oregano is the one that people often use for like medicinal purposes. You can make an ear drop for infections out of this. They're both very powerful. So I'm going to show you how to make the ear infection drop out of this leaf. This will kill any bacteria or infections in your body, including in your ears, in your throat, anywhere. This is a very powerful plant. This is how my grandmother used to do it. You put the leaf there, you turn on the fire. You see the color moving on up, it's heating as it's heating up. It's turning like darker green. And see there, all that moist, that's the oil in the oregano leaf. You squeeze this, that liquid is gonna come out of the leaf. You're gonna squeeze it right inside of the ear or wherever the infection is present. There you go. There you go. All that juice goes in your ears. And this is how you do the ear infection remedy.
They wanted her to sell her soul, but she refused.
She's exposing Hollywood.
You don't drink the gold juice. So I was offered the gold juice 3 times in my 20s, my 30s, and
What's
my 40s.
that? Pee? A lot of golden showers in
The
Burbank.
gold juice that I will live forever and I'll have whatever I want. The gold juice. You never offered the gold juice?
No, I'm a scumbag comic. What's the gold juice?
I don't know, but I didn't drink it and I didn't want it. And
is this
I noticed when all the girls, certain girls on Orange, changed. Yeah, it's a real thing. It's like a real thing. Like, it's all a real thing. And it's scary because they send, like, people after you and they can, like, kind of moonlight as, like, a friend or, you know, and they're wolf in sheep's clothing. And listen, you can have everything you want, all the fame in the world, all the money. I'm like, what if I just drank it? But then you know what I mean? Like, what if and I don't know what it is. If it's a metaphor for the gold juice, like, you feel what I'm saying?
Mostly.
I don't think she's lying.
If there's a tincture that makes you younger, I better know where. You better let me in on this. If adrenochrome is real, I'll be first in line.
They wanted her to sell her soul, but she refused.
I try to tell these young boys, don't get no goddamn passenger. Get a co-pilot. Get a motherfucker that if you can't fly no more, that plane ain't gonna crash. I say it, I hashtag it sometimes, get you an Asia. That's my wife. We just celebrate our 13th anniversary.
Come on, man, clap it up.
Yes, sir.
Clap it up. Clap it up.
There we go.
Clap it up. Real talk. Real love.
I try to tell these young boys, don't get no...
Do you guys know what the most toxic thing is in your home environment? All right, I'll tell you what it is. It's fragrance. Did you know that? Isn't that crazy? So anything that smells like apple summer rain or fresh flowers from the garden
Right.
or lavender mist, those are all made with toxic chemicals. And what a lot of these companies do is they disclose certain ingredients that are pretty neutral, but then they hide all these toxic chemicals under the fragrance. And it's called, you know, their own original IP. It's like their secret sauce, so they don't have to disclose it. So we then are putting it on our skin, we're inhaling it, and they're known carcinogens. I mean, they are hormonal disruptors. Do you guys know what the most toxic thing is?
Alright, y'all, that's gonna do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm sending peace, abundance, prosperity, and good healthy way. Make sure you take care of yourself. Alright, and if the weather is nice, make sure you get outside in that sun. Alright, till next time, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.